Welcome, 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 as always, to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We are more than happy to have you. We are happy that you are here. We are happy that you will be joining us as we roll dice tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, episode 18 of Steam and Rain. Welcome. We have all of our players on camera tonight. This always feels good, because I can see all of your reactions to different things. Nonetheless, welcome, welcome, welcome. Last we had left off, our wonderful players, after finding creatures down in the caves that they were able to dispatch, they had brought the corpse, or at least one of the corpses, back to above ground so that they could share their findings with the local populace. After finding out a little bit more information, and now with the foreman having reason to actually close down the deeper operations for a bit, the group was able to take the rest of the evening or the rest of the afternoon to prep and see if they could find more information. Though sadly, with the little that they were able to find and the little that was given to them, they weren't able to find as much information as they would have liked. Nonetheless, however, they do have more of a preparation now going into the deep. And the group now, after earning their long rest, the group finds themselves awake in their room, ready to take on the day after a rather interesting shopping trip, as well as some magic items gained, and a rather peculiar riddle given, as well as some beasties found. Nonetheless, the group now has the availability to do whatever they like with their day. So, let's start off episode 18, shall we? What would you all like to do?
Is it morning?
Yep. You all earned your long rest after the evening of shopping and gathering information and PTSD attacks.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna prep my spells this morning.
Do we all like share a common space, or do we have our separate rooms?
I only pay for the one
We
room.
had one big ass room
Yeah.
So
in
one
a
big
nice
ass room.
fucking inn.
No. Thormir is just gonna sit on a chair, just with flickering with his knife. His dagger. Just waiting until we're all ready to go. Quietly.
Yeah, I really don't have much in the spell compartment. All of them are learned. So that's me. Wasn't expecting such a powerful price for spell scrolls. I love it. Makes magic feel a lot more special. So, we're going back down?
We still don't know what we're dealing with, but at least we do know what partially to expect.
As a quick recap and information, you know now that the carrion crawlers are scavengers and bugs that live usually deep underground and are usually scavengers of creatures that are already dead or they can easily get a hold of, and it seemed like you all were the first ones to have fought back, so...
When you say already dead, are you talking about undead things or shit that's
They're
on the ground
scavengers.
rotting and they're... Okay. I'll clarify.
We just got done with a temporary correction that Necromancer is still at lunch.
You never know. Will might have a type dead inside. At least when it comes to D&D, but owl bears apparently are that.
Oh, and 2024 added new owlbears, so I actually have better options.
Yeah, no, the new owlbears are terrifying. They're terrifying.
It's a...
Where's the clip button?
If I'm not mistaken, they have, it's a, what the fuck do they call it, James? It's the DM, like, homebrew thing that everybody goes to that's not the Unearthed Arcana, it's the...
It's either Unearthed Arcana or it's typically I mean, there's the
No,
there's DM's Lair,
DM Lair.
but
No,
that's,
not DM's Lair. It's
that's
the one where
very
they...
specific.
It's the one where they can go in and create their own books, basically.
Oh, that's...
It's like DM's
There's
Guide or
multiple
something like
sources.
that.
There's multiple things for that, but yeah.
The one that everybody goes to. I don't know. I don't remember.
There's
called.
Humblewood. There's...
It's not Kobold Press. It's not Humblewood. It's like DM's. It's DM's something.
It's the DM's Lair, if you're going for like
probably.
specific. But it's typically a place where they sell. It's mostly for selling.
Yeah.
For people want to sell their own content.
Unless you find it online for free.
I mean, I've bought a few Blood Hunter things stuff from them for a really cheap price. Really good stuff.
They're very reasonable, but nonetheless. That's the information you all have at the moment, at least.
Oof.
Nonetheless, you may continue with whatever it is your characters are doing and what you have planned for the day.
Well, was I been able, if any of the extra time that we had left over, then we got back to brew any type of potion, specifically health?
Not without staying up to watch it.
Not without not getting your long rest, basically.
This is fun being an elf is overpowered. Okay.
Because it's either 8 hours of unmonitored potion hoping that it works out well in the morning, or
Not
4
potion
hours.
brewing, potion hooping.
You gave me PTSD here, Matt. Come on, man. No, seriously,
The amount of shit that I had to fix, James.
It's not even my fault. It's not my fault.
Situational awareness, my guy. Just go in the house if you want to look away.
Busy looking at chest crafting. Nope. Boom. Either way. PTSD.
I want to welcome everybody else into the room what Thormir's feeling right now.
Either way. Yeah, sure. Let's roll the dice here, DM, shall we? 8 hours unmonitored.
Oh god.
Okay.
Because there's some potions that take years to make, so.
And most of those
Yeah.
potions have people watching them.
Yeah, they do daily checks 8 hours every once in a while. We'll see if it's like check it. So it becomes a monitoring ordeal.
Everybody takes a turn. Nonetheless, if you wish to do so, please feel free to let's see. Roll 4 d20s for me and add your
4.
Yes. 4 d20s. And each roll is separate, so keep that in mind.
Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20, natural. That's free. What? What? Oh!
All
What?
of his luck for the session is now spent.
He done.
You better
That's 3
hope
natural
there's-
20s and a 12.
Hold on, so
Oh crap!
2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 1-2.
You better hope there's no combat today.
Yeah! That's 3 natural 20s and a 12. That's never happened to me. Yes!
Okay.
I gotta take a picture of this.
For
is
this. And you should add that to the Will-O-Wisp Discord as well when you take a picture of that. I will say, because of that, you as a potion maker, knowing that the potion is going to distill itself and then, you know, continue distilling itself as it goes throughout the night, you know that a lot of the materials that you're using are going to either evaporate or slightly burn, as you're not able to actually manage them yourself. So you put a little extra in there. In the morning, you wake up to a fully functioning greater health potion.
Damn.
Yeah.
You now have one extra greater healing potion.
No, I have one now. I sold it for stuff.
Yes, you have one greater healing potion.
Hey, it was a very good thing. I also can cast Divinity again.
Divination?
Divination.
Can cast divinity. I am now God.
Well, when are you
James is
casting
now
it?
God with a whole 3 AC.
Yeah.
We want to talk about glass cannon.
So when are you casting it?
Later.
He was just making the statement that he has it available to him.
Oh, I thought he said I cast divination.
I can cast.
Okay. I thought you said I cast, like you cast it this morning.
Wake
to
up in the
ask a
morning.
question.
What's my day gonna be like?
I can do that.
Hey God, how's my day looking? What's
Oh.
my astrology sign say?
Category fuck.
What do the crystals say today? Just omnipotent screaming.
Heard throughout the world and nobody else knows why.
So, Lars wakes up to a greater healing potion. How is everybody else feeling for the day? What is everybody else doing? What are you all wanting to do? You have the entire day to yourselves. I am not going to control your characters. You wake up, it's a beautiful day. It's still rainy as fuck.
We're gonna go get
The
bacon.
rain doesn't stop.
We're gonna get bacon.
Who could
before-
ever
before we
hate
get-
the rain? They try to drown me in
swear-
this hole. I cannot see.
What is the
And-
sun?
What is this, sun? I mean, if we're rolling
Lars
that,
cannot.
yeah,
no,
why
Lars
not?
cannot say "Here comes the sun" when he fireballs the room. They don't know what the sun is.
Seriously.
Here comes the gloom. Do 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 do.
I don't like
Cast
how
death
in the
light on a
clip
room.
you can visibly see the activation.
That's why I clipped it. Your fucking face of like you were just sitting there, just. Why do you think I said where? Hold on, where's the clip button?
I rolled again. 6, 4, 5. We are screwed tonight. Let's go.
All of
You
his
used all your luck on making a potion, a
all
singular
of his,
potion.
all of his luck on a greater healing potion for later when he needs it to make the saves.
Perfect, baby.
But I don't.
Oh boy. I need to go get more dice. I need to put those away. They did their job tonight.
Here you go, you can have mine. You can have my dice.
I don't know what the plan is, considering
I got 5 more on my desk.
I don't know what we're gonna do. This isn't in character. This is
I separately
what
have
should
some
we do?
other
Because like
20s.
the only other thing I can think of is going back in the caves and just saying fuck it and looking until we find something.
Let's do it.
Look at this distinguished gentleman, him in his fucking hat.
Yeah.
There you go, you fat chunk. There you go.
You all can roleplay out, planning out the rest of your day with your characters. You can figure out if you have a game plan of what you all wish to expect of each other as you're going in. You could just say fuck it. It's really up to you. Your
Yeah.
characters are
Well,
your own.
we have a good idea for what we are going to maybe face, and an idea also no idea what's actually doing the killing.
The fuck are you talking about, Lars? We don't know anything about what we're gonna be facing.
Exactly. I said that we know about a passion of the creature. We don't know the main one now. Oh, I have an idea. Let's go to the church.
And why would they have any more information than what they had
Oh.
last time?
For a partial reward for what our services so far. I mean, think about it. These guys, they've had this problem for months, from all accounts, and we just, in a single day of us being here, solved part of it.
What about you, Thormir?
Honestly, I don't give a shit what we do today. We go down to the mines and try to figure out more. We go to the church and dilly-dally to make it seem like we fixed their problems. Not the fucking damn issue for me.
What grabbed your beard and yanked it?
I don't think he's hungover again.
Yeah, he seems quite the opposite. It's like he didn't have enough to drink last time.
No, I had plenty to drink. I'm fine.
Also, here's all your learnings back.
Thank you for not selling shit.
Why would I sell it?
I don't know.
Because you're a magic nerd who wants to buy all of the trinkets every city has to offer.
Magical trinkets are very powerful and very useful to and also really anyone who uses them.
Is that so, as Darrow activates his billowing cape?
Exactly! You look magnificent!
This is
Not-
useless!
Yes, no, it's not. You look magnificent. Does he not look magnificent?
Thormir
Just
is
a man
seeing
in a
this for
cape.
the first time. Lars is gushing over Darrow's cape that, as he's wearing it inside, with no wind, no current, no nothing, he mentions billowing, and all of a sudden it starts to dramatically billow just behind him.
Standing there like fucking Batman.
He is, he's currently right now. I feel inspired.
Just a man in a cape.
Apparently, we didn't get. You didn't get. We need to get more booze in him. Or you can eat a mushroom.
No need. I don't want any liquor right now. Or a mushroom for that matter, Lars. I learned my lesson on that one.
What the fuck is that? Why do you have Avatar: The Last Airbender in weird font?
Eh?
By his shoulder on the bottom corner of his camera. ATLA. Will.
Me?
ATLA.
I don't know. Moving on.
By your shoulder. Down in the corner. I think it's in your bookshelf.
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
my tinted
Oh.
visor for my motorcycle helmet.
Oh, he's got to be one of these nights. Okay, great.
No, neuron activation. Leave me alone. He had his moment. I'm having mine.
It's the.
I just saw Atla and I'm like, Avatar: The Last Airbender, but that looks wrong. Why does that look wrong?
Yeah, no, it's the.
It clearly wasn't.
It's the Rorok Atlas 4.0 helmet, and it came with a sleeve for the visors, a sleeve for the helmet. All of the helmet was covered in like the really satisfying like peel away plastic stuff, so I got to do that.
Because all writers are autistic.
Most of us are, yeah. Some of us are normal. I am not normal. Nonetheless,
We needed to be told this.
no,
You
I
needed
was
to be
just
told
reiterating
this.
this. Anyway,
I'm making an item that could be helpful. For example, there was a very fabulous little thing I think you would have really enjoyed, Pharaoh. Really enjoyed, and very Faramir.
Thormir.
Faramir. Sorry,
This
I'm...
is not Lord of the Rings.
Sorry,
Does that
I'm
mean
running
we have
the...
to sacrifice him with a bow real quick.
Mm.
We almost did it with an axe, but I don't think that fits.
Oh, Faramir. Faramir.
What exactly is this item you're speaking of?
It allows
Nice.
you... what was it? It allows you to speak with animals, and you could... It makes your magnificent eyebrows more impressive and charming.
So you're telling me I can talk to animals I'm about to shoot to eat? Say
Yes.
sorry, I'm going to kill you, so I can satisfy my hunger.
Something has crawled up your ass.
Yes.
Don't.
And you can talk to birds that you're not gonna... What about the other creatures you're not gonna shoot?
Hmm. If it flies, it can die, and it can be a good lunch.
That rhymes. That's really good. If it flies, it dies.
Wish that would be the case with my arrows some days. Alright, dear. Let's get off this fucking subject and get on with our fucking day.
Oh.
So, are we going to the church? Are we going back down to those damn mines? Because my bet, my choice, I'd rather go down the mines.
That's fair.
A little bit more exploration. Though, informing the church probably wouldn't be the bad idea.
Yeah. They sent out a
Tonight's our
vessel.
last night in the inn, right?
What was that, Daryl?
Tonight is our last night in the inn, meaning we don't get to stay here
I
another
think
night.
we have one more night. I paid for 3 nights. Oh yes, it is last night, isn't it?
Because either we can... We could do both. Go to the church, get maybe a little bit more payment, and then go into the caves, and then say, fuck it, stay in the caves, and try and find whatever the fuck's down there.
We could try to see if we can have shelter with the
Oh.
church.
If
It's
we're
not
gonna
gonna be
spend
anything
them,
luxurious like this.
yeah, no, this place is nice. I really enjoy it. Reminds me of my number one incursions out of the city. The Alchemist Guild pays quite nicely, and takes care of its patrons. Either way, I'm thinking if we're going to, is it worth the risk of staying there and staying in the mines overnight?
We need to find out what's wrong with this thing. What the hell is drawing these worms to scavenge whatever the fuck they leave behind?
Okay, if that's the case, I might try and scavenge some of my payment backs for this night. It's a lot of gold.
Let's
Okay.
go talk to the church and see about maybe upping the ante.
We don't even know the payment, right? It wasn't discussed. He said they'll adjust on it.
I wouldn't expect much from a church.
I expect
It's a
everything.
church, they'll definitely have more than enough money.
Especially
Especially for a holy city church.
Not to mention we're clearing out one. Apparently, one is one of their holy areas as well.
If anything, we'll just go to the report on what we found, what's going to happen, or what is most likely going to happen. Because these stakes have gone from missing people to giant monsters. To something so big and bad that fucking...
Oh, right. We haven't. I'm sorry, Thurman. We haven't told you the amazing riddle yet.
Oh,
I
there's
got an
Roberto.
awesome neutral. I got an awesome item that allows me to divine an answer from the cosmos of space.
So it's like is this like a
And-
toy riddle, or is this an actual riddle?
No, it's a
that's gonna
natural
be
riddle
important?
with our lives in the balance.
Oh,
The
fascinating.
riddle was enough to piss off our god cat.
Oh, the cat's man.
She's very upset.
I haven't.
Is she
been able
anywhere
to
around
tell.
right now, or are we just talking about her while she's not here?
Which idea scares Darrow more?
Something along the something along the lines of appearing by my fucking foot.
No, she's fine.
Oh yeah, am I
She's just-
still blind? Am I still alive? I said some very interesting things to the cat.
No, the cat's kind of just off to the side of the room, just kind of sitting in one of the chairs, curled up.
It's looking. You're probably in the Sphinx. See if there's any erection. Sure regretting choosing us now, aren't you?
She stares at Lars for a good long minute.
I take that as a yes, and I'm going to be quiet. And he's just thinking this.
What is with you and staring at my damn cat?
Tempting fate, I guess. Or testing fate. Not tempting. I don't like tempting. Same time.
I'm gonna
it is
laugh when she
same.
scratches your eyes.
Yes, I expected. I expected she's going to gouge out my eyes and heal them and gouge them out again in their feet. Either way, besides that morbid foot, um, I'm good downstairs. I just full check of what I was thinking. It's gonna be a fun day. Picks up his entire bag. Don't forget to grab extra breakfast from the table thing.
And never
Slides into
told me
bed.
the riddle letters.
Oh, right, sorry. Everything, so much stuff is going on. In the dark, in deep chasms of the unseen, a creature lurks and threatens to dream. Dream of a release, of damnation, of true peace. Follow the floating beings of thoughts and feelings, as they will lead you to the creature of your dealings.
Honestly, I'd rather deal with a hangover than hear that again.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. But when
Yes.
she heard it, she was very upset.
Your cat?
Yeah.
That is quite fascinating. Okay.
Does this spark any ideas, Faramir? Not Faramir, Farrell. Boromir?
Darrow. Thormir.
Boromir.
So you're talking to me or Darrow?
I'm just gonna mix the both of
You
your
talking to
names.
both of us?
Oh, both of us.
No.
Who is it? Mini, mini, miny, mo.
What do you guys think? Saved by the Bell. Any ideas?
What?
Any rolls need to be made?
Maybe just keep an open mind of what you find in the mines.
It's all I do.
Then everything should be fine, right? Lars?
So far, this has not been the case. Either way, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go try and get some gold back.
Gotta get the gold back.
Yes, I paid for tonight already. I'm going to try and since we're clocking out in the morning, we can maybe get the payment some gold back.
Oh. Well, good luck to you then.
I certainly hope so. It's just, some gold back would be awesome.
Boop. Beep.
Why are you booping Ferrati on the nose?
That would be hilarious, but I'm booping at my cat's nose. Mom? As soon as he's done with what he's doing, Daryl, we should all... Sorry, I was just reading your message. We should all go and get going to the church. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Boop. Ow!
So
Fucker.
you all are going to the church then?
Yep. See, we're checking out. Can I get some gold back for the night?
Let's see. Last night was your last night, wasn't it?
No, this one. 3 nights. So I paid for this night.
The night we arrived. The night that we literally just had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's, we're leaving a day early.
And you all are staying.
In the mines tonight, most likely.
It was just a suggestion. We don't have to, but it's a fucking trek down there and a trek back.
Yeah.
That is true.
You know, we'll find the fucking geomantic city of Atlantis down in the fucking caves.
Trying to get my information on my tavern, and it's taking forever.
It was a lot of gold for a night.
No, it was up front for 3 nights.
No, it's a lot of gold per night. Oh no, I'm the one who paid it.
Do you remember how much you paid?
No. I just remember it was like... It was like free gold a night or something like that, 2 to 3.
As someone who just dropped like over 300 gold on a crystal ball and a billowing cloak, you're really gonna whine over 3 gold.
Yeah, I count the coins, buddy. I have to. It's my job. In this game. You afford apparently at 200. I didn't know it wasn't 200. It was about 130 something gold pieces for the ball. Not 300. If I had
I'm
300
well aware. I told you, like, you don't have to, and you're like, put it on.
It was worth it.
Cape of Billowing mildly inspires others.
I feel inspired.
No, not inspired. Mildly inspires.
I'm so inspired.
Go on ahead and roll a persuasion check, Lars.
Here we go. Here it begins. That's a 9 plus 0. 9.
So a 9 total?
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see. You all were staying in the Whimsical Wyvern.
No.
No, you weren't.
Dragon.
Whimsical Wyvern was just a bar. Whatever the fucking merchant, tavern inn thing is.
Red dragon
Dragons.
something.
Yeah. Dragon something. My fucking brain wants to say dragon's breath, but that's just shotguns.
That's right. Oh, apologies. Where did I put it? Hmm. The Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
With the tiefling bartender. The purple one, not Thalia. And you spent, if I remember correctly, it was 2 gold per night because everything came included with it. And you rolled a 9? The room will be here in case you come back.
He's just looking up. Walks away, grumbling. Down in the mine, saving your darn city, and this is doing.
We don't have to sleep in the mines, but if we end up making more progress than we think we will, it'll probably behoove us to stay and not, abandon.
Excess shop money grabber. Same time you can get away with it because his merchants just be grappling the entire way to the church. Just walking, grumbling.
What is Ferrati doing in all of this?
She's just following along.
Gotta remind you every so often to play the small child.
The child.
There's not much to do with her. She's really just coming along. You all are putting yourselves in danger, and instead of the idea of putting her somewhere or keeping her with someone or leaving her somewhere, you have decided
He doesn't
to
want to. No. We've tried to be like, hey, stay. And she goes, I go with.
Well,
I come too.
it's not like she has anywhere else to go.
Yeah, it's not like we can leave her alone and stack up a massive food bill with all the sweets and eat and drinks that she could want in a highly dangerous area compared to us.
And this is why I don't put my coin as the one paying the tab.
You're welcome. Yet to the church. Unless someone wants to go somewhere else.
No. It's just best we go to the church, get this over with.
That's right. But seriously, Faramir, I cannot talk today. Give me a break.
Boromir.
Faramir, thank you. Faramir, what's going on?
What did he ask?
Well, not to be rude or anything, but you're being kind of a dick.
Because you're so worried about being rude.
Myself? No, just...
Yeah, you're not really too joyful compared to normal.
Let's just say... not a great night.
Did you get turned down again by that wonderful woman that you're so infatuated with?
If that to be the case, I would still be in a good mood.
That laugh is both out and in character.
Noted. Oh, right. I
What?
forget.
My only thing I'd like to say to you, Lars, and half-heartedly to you too, Dodo, just don't ask. It is what it is. Let's get our days going with.
Me. Should we blow up the tavern?
Just because they didn't give you your 2 fucking gold back. No.
Oh, not that place. That place is grapes. No, I'm talking about the bar. Moving on.
Whimsical wyvern?
Don't worry about it.
The bar's lovely. We'll go there 10 out of 10. Back.
Yeah, no worries. We're just moving on.
Pyromaniac.
I said nothing about fire.
Explosions cause or require fire.
No. Really don't.
You can let
Not anymore.
Maybe infusion?
Keep talking and you give me war reasons to send you into the sun.
I would really much like to see it, so please do.
What is the sun?
It is red.
Where is the sun?
Sheesh.
I think we're all just like devolving into brain rot moments while he's figuring out like.
Well, I just can't continue.
That's our job.
You're gonna be walking for a minute, so I figured you could roleplay a little bit, but now you're just devolving, so we're gonna go to the church.
We're doing that job proper.
You left us to our own devices for longer than the required amount, so we ended up just going, 2 + 2 = pigeon, right? I think I'm killing Matt.
I thought it was peach squared.
I'm about to be
Q
stuck in the
squared.
same fucking house as this guy for like the next 12 days. I don't think he's gonna survive.
So what happens when you drink water and it goes down the wrong hole?
Pipe, not hole! Phrasing!
Some call
Phrasing!
that an enema.
No, that's literally the saying, I thought.
Yeah, it
Goes
is.
down the wrong pipe, not the wrong hole. The implications of wrong hole are way too wide.
I've literally heard that all my life with everybody
That's
else.
what I say. You're just taking it out of context.
Listen, Matt, just because you had an instance of wrong hold before doesn't mean it follows everywhere else.
It follows out here. Must be an Eastern thing. Must be a...
Yeah, that's just, it's literally a saying.
Yeah, it's a big saying around here.
Wrong pipe, not wrong hole. I grew up in Colorado.
Yeah, you say the wrong hole.
I grew up in many states, and it's all been wrong thing.
I can't tell if James is being serious, fucking with me, or just genuinely, like...
I don't think he's fucking with you. Oh,
He just said both!
That's always my response, is both. And it's the truth, though.
God damn it.
And I get to mess with you at the same time. It's wonderful. It's a win-win for me and for Lars.
I'm gonna take your unicorn cocaine.
Where
But
is
unicorn
the
cocaine.
sun? Do-do-do-do.
Where is the sun?
He's been so long.
and I say,
Keep it going, keep it going.
it's not alright.
It rains all day.
Yeah, we could write a song about this, honestly.
Oh, poo.
Will is leading us to our own devices.
Well, I must break the situation. I cast magic missile at Darrow.
Like you.
As you make your way to the temple, you find yourselves at the stairs leading up to this grandiose building once again. And there's a bit more traffic. There are more people going in and out as... Ah! It is the next day. Four.
Just four.
It is the day of Sar, in which many people are coming to the Temple of Terra to do their prayers and...
We came on a Sabbath day, pretty much.
Worship. Church day.
But you make your way up the stairs and you can see a number of believers, a number of followers, and a number of beings of all kinds.
It's a busy day.
Ah! It is a busy day. And you find yourselves watching as you see beings that you haven't seen before. Walking in and out of the beautiful temple that is Terra's temple. And there are a few races that you've seen before. There are one or two people of races that you haven't seen before, actually. Not here yet, at least. But, nonetheless, you make your way into the temple, and you look around and you could see... What? I guess I just bore myself.
Any more oxygen in your brain?
You step inside, and it is a beautiful display of worship as people are sitting in their seats along each side, looking up at this beautiful statue of Terra that you had seen previously coming in. And you can see a number of the temple's acolytes lining the front. Each of the lines of pews ending with a line of acolytes. And at the very front, the figure that you had spoken to before, previously, stands in the center, at the very front, facing the statue as well.
What?
Yes, sir.
My
Interesting
guy,
things made during the ceremony.
Why you sleepy?
I'm not sleepy. I actually ended up taking an off and on nap throughout the day today.
I was gonna say, as far as I know, you just regained consciousness. Come on.
Yeah, I've been taking a nap off and on all day. But you find the figure that you had spoken to previously at the very front of this grand mausoleum. All face this statue of Terra. And you can hear beautiful singing from the acolytes. This song of wordless sound as they bring beautiful chorus that gives the feel of solidity and fluidity and energy, much like the elements themselves. Believers step inside, find a seat, they begin their prayer, and after some time, some stand and leave, others find a seat as well. It is a rather beautiful ceremony, but you all find yourselves standing in between some of the pews.
Are any of the fucking priests or pastors or whoever the fuck we talked with visible?
All of them.
Where's the head honcho person?
At the front.
The one that you would talk to is in the middle, at the very front. In between the pews, you can see them a few steps higher on a slight platform at the feet of the statue of Terra, which is probably another 2 platforms up. All of the acolytes, all of them are facing forward towards the statue.
Do they see us?
All of them are facing the statue.
Oh no?
No.
Already an hour in and we're driving Will insane.
What is everybody's ACs?
I'm relatively safe.
I'm at
Matt,
12.
not so much, and Lars, definitely not.
I'm at a 12 right now. I don't have major or brawn. too
Wait,
soon.
wait. Hey, is this serious right now? Like, do we need like? Is this church about to go boom right now?
That's a deck save.
Nonetheless, you find yourselves standing on the opposite end of the building where the entrance is, facing the front where the statue is at the other end of this hall, this great hall. These two lines of pews with believers finding seats, and across the way, these acolytes line the front of these pews, all of them facing the statue as they sing. And the one that you had spoken to previously, rather than at a desk, is in the center of it, looking up at Terra's statue.
I don't think we're gonna get any help here.
Darrow just looking up at the statue of Terra. Forgot how not friendly these gods can look.
I'm not gonna lie. Takes a step outside the church. Kinda wanna blow it up. Steps back in. No, just imagine it. Can you picture it? It just the legs just falling down. I think it would be really. I know it's sacrilege, but at the same time, that'd be really funny to a point, half-wise. Sorry, I'm on one today. What's going on with me?
We don't know the name. Yeah. We don't know the name of the pastor, so.
Well, they all seem very busy right now.
What's the position?
Huh?
Deacon, archdeacon, what's the position of the fucking pastor boy?
Archbeast.
Terra's right hand.
There's my hand.
That's what they call their pastor.
Terra's right hand is the hand that she holds the spear in. The top right hand is where she holds her spear.
So is it R1 or R2? Right hand 1, right hand 2.
The top right arm is the
Yeah.
hand she holds her spear in.
I get that entirely. But is which right hand is he? There's two right hands.
She has 3 right hands.
Okay, that makes the right hand one R1, R2, R3. Is he the third right hand, the second right hand, or the first right hand?
He wants to kill you, James. And you rolled all your luck away with a great potion.
I'm gonna get smited here. Yeah.
What do you all wish to do
Well,
before I start rolling for heresy?
Hey, it can't. Lars is a worship Terra, so it's not heresy at all.
No, but you're
I'll
doing
be
it
right
in her
back.
temple.
Everything okay?
A goat just slammed my daughter, and now I need to put up these damn goats.
Intermission! Now Will can actually answer if there's multiple right hands or not.
That's a good question. She's got 6 arms.
on,
So I was like,
on one hand, I agree that like there could be multiple leaders of the church. However, we've met with one. You are now trying to not only like make the
You know
ruling system of the church more complicated, you want to make it triply so.
what? You know what? Are you proficient in religion, Lars?
I don't think
Oh boy.
No, I have a +4. That's a straight
Okay,
modifier.
go on ahead and roll a d20, or roll a religion check at disadvantage.
I have a +1.
You can roll a religion check at disadvantage if you'd like as well.
Why do I get disadvantage? I didn't
Because
do
you're
that.
not proficient.
I got a 15, and then I got a 4. Or 5. So, 9.
Tara has 3 right hands, and you're not sure why this person is called the right hand. A 16 total?
16.
Okay, Darrow, with his experience and his time, actually knows that the reason Tara's right hand is the highest position is because her spear is held in her topmost right hand. The different levels of the followers of Tara are the right hand, which is the most highly recognized because he is the spear's tip of Tara, basically. He is the forefront, they are the leader, they are the highest, most highly respected. The left hand of Tara is the shield of Tara, the practitioner of the enforcement of her rules and regulations on her acolytes. And then each of the different levels of acolytes and each of their different jobs are labeled throughout the different elements that she controls. You have the 4 prime elements: fire, water, earth, and air that she controls. And then each of the elements that offshoot from that have more specified and very specific jobs to them, but the prime 4 are the most well-rounded and the ones that control most of the others. So the lowest level of acolyte, usually depending on their skill set, are set in their offshoot element based on what their skill is. You've never really... You know enough to know that that's how they have it set up. You're not actually knowledgeable enough to know or understand why they have it set up that way, or what each of the different skills are. But the offshoot elements are lower than the 4 prime elements. The 4 prime elements are lower than the shield, and the shield answers to the spear. And then the spear answers to Tara.
Is the cat okay?
The cat's just walking along the back of one of the pews.
Open defiance. Open challenge. Have to go get a drink.
These are some of the memes I have sent you.
That's my future fiance. Oh gods.
Be in the chat, you dork.
No.
I sent you the timestamp for when. Oh wait, it's not
We're
120.
not just by our means.
Oh gods.
I think it's.
I dropped the drink.
But it's fine. Anything that you two specifically would like to do?
Well, the thing I would like to do would require all of us to be present in case shit hits a fan. So. I
Oh, it's
sent
fine.
you the timestamp for Matt having to leave, so if you want to go in and cut it out in fucking post, you can.
Well, this is a point where if you two wish to go back and forth and discuss what your next step is as characters, you can.
Wow, he's really interested in this chanting. Bear, what's the plan?
I have no idea what the hell's happening here. We need to talk to Mr. Spear Guy. Matt's back.
Yes, I'm back.
Does Thormir have proficiency in religion?
No, I'm a -1.
Neat. Does he care enough to know why the top guy that you all talk to is labeled the right hand of Terra?
Actually, he would be fascinated by that.
Okay, you can roll a
Well-
disadvantage if you'd like to see if he already knows.
17, so with -1, 16.
No. You roll twice, and the lower number is what you take along with your modifier. Speaking of, I would have gotten a 17, not a 16.
I got a 3.
Thormir
better
has
be
no
Minus
idea.
1! Thormir has no fucking clue.
Thormir and
So,
Lars are completely lost on
The wizard
why...
who may or may not know things doesn't know things. The dwarf who doesn't know jack shit knows nothing. And the human who knows but gives two shits about the church. Got it.
Hi.
Hi.
Pie. So,
Hi.
what would you all like to do as you seem to have come on a day of sermon?
Is there any way to get in contact with one of the priests?
I can think of a few ways. We are standing, like, at the back of the church, right?
You're standing at the main entrance, which is across from where all of the acolytes are lined up and where the main guy is in the middle. All of them looking towards the statue of Terra. As
Yeah, I
they
got that
sing,
part.
So,
You could go invisible and touch his butt.
You know, of all the things I could do while invisible, why are you going for me grabbing his ass?
That was out of character. That was out of character.
I'm putting it in character, motherfucker!
Just like that.
A little busy eating pie. If we're making this character, fine. That's a short way to get his attention for sure.
I could throw you into the middle of the room. That'd get everybody's attention.
I already think we're causing such a slight destruction anyways. Look at them. They're all, some of them are trying to look our way.
Can always throw Lars at Mark Gnome again.
Mach
Yeah,
no
we can't
is
do
a
that,
very
is,
high speed, and I do not want to go that speed very often.
Dara agrees, looking down. Both of them looking down at Lars, just...
Contemplating.
Contemplation. No
Speed of sound
thinking.
has not been reached yet or discovered yet, so it's eventually called Mach gnome. The speed of gnome. Because all
How
you hear is,
fast can
"Nah."
How fast can your gnome go, Mock Gnome?
I got 25 feet per round.
Don't lose another one.
This is the 2-pound one. I couldn't lose it if I tried.
Challenge accepted.
I am gonna roll a D100.
They're fucking... They're chanting and praying and all of that.
All of the acolytes are, at least. The believers are coming in, sitting down, doing their prayers. Some are staying, some are not.
I don't really want to wait an hour. Just go. Just sakes, like smiles. I could do a little light above one of their heads. Inspiration.
Or, and Darrow, like, steps into the church room. Excuse me, Mr. Spear. We need to talk to you.
Takes one step to the right. It's like, he's like, oh gosh.
Thormir just puts his hand into his face.
You don't even know, like, the religious implications here, so you wouldn't even know to be embarrassed.
Social standing.
Common sense.
Yes.
We stay here for an hour. And as we all know, including our Mr. Employer Spear Guy, we're on a ticking clock.
Tick,
Still.
tick, tock.
Fireball.
No fireballing the church. I'm just causing a disruption. You want to commit arson. And homicide.
In this case, yes. Arson on this one. I mean, hear me out. If the church goes back, can I defend fireball the place?
If they go bad, yes.
Are
And-
y'all actually talking right now?
And you,
That would get over her and it'd be bad.
and you actually plan on stepping up and saying this? Like out loud?
Yes. Not the nuke part, though.
No.
I assume not, but I mean the rest of it.
I mean, honestly, could view probably in the end view it as some type of punishment or pleasure for me.
We need his attention. We're on a clock. We need to have a conversation with Mr. Big Guy. There was no way to go about this as a scalpel, so I just used the biggest hammer I got. My own fucking face. Let's go.
I'm fascinated to see what happens.
Morbid fascination.
You want to know what happens, Matt? So would I.
Oh, wonderful.
The hammer, the hammer was thrown at the glass, and we're now watching it spin in the air.
I'm in danger.
I wonder what's gonna happen now.
Customer site employment.
Okay.
Hey, sure, yeah, you can wait a couple more months and the group has got more done than this entire
Oh
group has
boy.
in the entire months.
What's your passive perceptions?
18.
12.
22.
See, I think my perception's fucked because I was supposed to have like proficiency with that.
No, so I have special casing. That's the whole reason.
No, I
my-
know, but like this, as I was telling Will before, I need to fix my fucking character because my shit's all borked. Because there's 2024 stuff and not 2024 stuff and old stuff and new stuff, and my character needs fixed.
They could always help with that.
We're going
We
episode
were
0
supposed to
again.
do it like 3 episodes ago, but then we all got sucked into Minecraft. And then it was like 3 a.m. and we all went, ah, fuck, we gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Darrow feels a large paw rest on his shoulder.
I look in the direction of the paw. Is it a fucking Leonin?
Behind Darrow stands a very large, fully armored Leonin.
Church armor or city armor?
Church.
This is gonna take two steps to the right. This...
As an idea, this Leonin that you all see is going in information.
PCs.
Images? Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Oh no,
Hulking-
he's thick.
this hulking mass of Leonin figure. For those that don't know what a Leonin Leonin is, it is a lion folk, basically. Usually on the larger side, as lions are typically very large creatures. This one stands at about 6'4", 6'5", fully armored, with what looks to be ceremonial drapes down the back as a ring of beautiful fur wraps around the mantle and hooks onto his chest plate. His pauldrons are massive and ornamentally ordained from front to back, and all of his armor appears to be perfectly polished. As these two yellow eyes lock on to Darrow's, and what it's difficult to make out at first, but he then smiles as he holds Darrow's shoulder. Did you all need me for something? As the right hand appears to be busy.
Well, we need to inform the right hand of the job of saving your little holy city is concerned. If you can handle that, I'm glad to talk to you. And Darrow says all of this in Leonin.
We can speak cat.
Mind your business right now, Lars.
Do Lars and Thormir speak Leonin by chance?
No.
No?
I don't, but I respect it.
Yeah!
So all you
Did
hear,
not see that coming.
so
Oh,
you
wow.
you have this experience of watching as Darrow turns to this massive lion, and you just hear very guttural, very low growls, and similar to cat noises, but you hear what you would hear from lions, basically, back and forth. Now, Darrow being human and slightly smaller, it is more difficult for his body to produce those sounds, but he does produce them well enough that obviously he's matching the language well.
It's
As-
also more on the the tone is more respect and official than a casual tone or conversation when it comes to the communication.
Get you out the skull dice for this.
I was wondering if you're gonna pull out the furry dice.
I thought that was the combat dice.
Very nice. Darrow, go on ahead and roll persuasion. Ow.
D20.
Yep. With your persuasion modifier.
Use my persuasion modifier.
Does
A
it
number.
count?
0. Fuck.
Does he get any bonus for speaking in Leonin?
17.
The bonus is that he is speaking in Leonin.
17.
He looks to Darrow, and he nods. Well, as the left hand, I believe I can help. Come this way. Not during the ceremony. As he then turns and begins heading back outside, actually.
Fair enough. Turning to Lars and Thormir. This is the other big guy.
I couldn't
The left
tell.
hand. Not big. Also, don't call them cats. You don't think she's gonna scratch your eyes out? He's gonna fucking gut you.
No, he wouldn't get me.
I will gut you. Let's go. Dara walks out towards the Leonin.
Follows.
You all step outside into the rain where the Leonin, who has already stepped outside and is currently speaking with two others, a wolf beastman and a human. You watch as the two nod towards him and then run off in two different directions. Both armored like he is, not as fully armored as he is, but armored nonetheless. And you watch as he then turns back to you all, outside the temple now. I apologize, but the ceremony is sanctimonious, and disturbing the right hand is disrespectful during that time.
Understandable, but we are kind of on a clock from a job that he gave us, so... Hence the brashness of yours.
It's understandable, however. On the day of Sar, the ceremony will commence in the morning and usually go until noon. So, you would have been here
Well, we
for a
definitely don't
few
have that
hours.
kind of time.
Nonetheless, information has been relayed to me, as most of my men are the ones guarding a lot of the spaces throughout the city, including the mines.
Have they heard any of what we found, or do we need to retell all of that for you as well?
From what I've heard from the foreman, you all found some scavenging creatures down in the mines.
Being crawlers.
We found some big ass worms, otherwise known as carrion crawlers, and let's just say that that's a bigger problem than anticipated. These things, not only were they big as fuck, excuse the language, but they're not what's taking people. They can't be. They're scavengers. They don't jump people. They don't hunt. They scavenge. That's the whole point. That's what we relate to the foreman and what he relayed to your guys. So the Spear wanted to be kept apprised of our progress and what was happening, because that also determines payments and other things like that, and if he would be able to help us. Obviously, today probably won't be receiving much help, but essentially just doing our job.
I thank you for that.
thing.
However, as I said, until about noon, he will not be indisposed. So, I will relay the information, and we do thank you for that. I will be sure to let the spear know, so that way you have compensation lined up.
More of also, I have a new magic spell, amazing spell, from an item. Long story short, I got a riddle through divination, if you will, and was
We
curious.
basically learned that whatever the hell is down there is a big, big problem.
Yes.
So,
And I was actually really looking to speak to the right hand, as he seems pretty informative. Or learned, so maybe good at
any
riddles.
chance you have any knowledge on what could be burrowing in the ground and having a symbiotic relationship with the carrion crawlers? I mean, you are the left hand, I assume.
There are a number of creatures that burrow. A number of creatures that have relations with scavengers. From what I remember of the situation, there's nothing left behind.
No blood, no clothes, barely even an inkling that they were there besides the foreman saying they went down that way and never came back.
When the carrion
We killed
crawlers,
some of the crawlers and inspected their guts, and there was human remains, or humanoid. But that's about all we got. No telling who they were, if they were even part of the people that were taken. The head should still be with the foreman if you have any doubt about what we're saying.
I have no doubt. I've already seen the carcass. Nonetheless.
Quick.
I can't think of many things, but it's either an ambush killer or something with an ability that makes it that no traces are left behind. Either way, both are dangerous aspects.
I'm assuming in your service to the church you might have seen something like this.
I've seen
Any
a number
ideas?
of creatures that ambush, as well as creatures that paralyze, put to sleep. I've seen them eat people whole. I've seen a number of creatures. But all I know is based off the fact that no signs are left behind at all. It's more than likely an ambush killer. Or something with an ability that can actually make it impossible for prey to run.
Do you know of anything that fits roughly these parameters but is basically the big bad of the ecosystem?
With this possibly help, I'm going to relay the riddle. Does this help in any way? Spark any ideas?
Let's see. The floating beings, the thoughts and feelings thing. That sounds familiar.
Do tell.
The miners, when they go deep down, sometimes they go down before we have the mines properly set up, which means they have no proper light. Some have gotten lost. There's a sprawling ecosystem of tunnels down there.
We saw.
My men, as well as some of the miners, have rarely, but sometimes come in contact with creatures that seem to be rather docile. They're very helpful as well, as long as you have good intentions at least. We're not sure what they're called, but you'll know them when you see them. They float, they have tentacles, they have two large eyes.
I know. Both people is like, yay. What are we saying?
They're very helpful as long as you have the good intention behind what you're doing or the thoughts that you have. They seem to feed off
So
of it.
would they care about miners wanting gems, or would
No.
that be too much of?
From what I've been told, they'll spend a lot of time around the miners, feeding off of their good thoughts. It's a strange creature.
Shit.
Docile,
I
nonetheless,
know.
and they seem somewhat intelligent. The miners will ask them little favors sometimes, and they'll help. It's a strange creature.
Would I know what these Woodlars know of these traffic creature?
Woodlars?
I don't know. Would he?
Do they have any relation with
History
the
or
carrion
nature?
crawlers, or are they just down
No.
in that ecosystem by themselves?
They're just creatures that seem to live down in the dark. A 1. Lars has
one.
no
You
idea.
really used all of your luck for today.
Lars
Plus
has
7,
no clue.
8.
Lars has no idea.
I got it. Oh,
His
wow.
studies are mostly in
You said
alchemy.
it's what, nature or history?
If you're proficient in it, then nature or history.
Probably not proficient.
I used it
Proficiency
all
will
in this
show
one
up on your-
moment.
I don't have any proficiencies besides
You should have 4 minimum.
not really. I have heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, shields.
No, your
Martial
actual
weapons, simple
skill
weapons.
proficiency, not your tool proficiencies.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
have skill proficiencies.
It's the
It'll-
black dot besides dexterity and wisdom, intelligence, strength. That's your proficiency. And you can see if you're proficient or if you're expert.
You say black dot, mine's not a black dot, but I get what you mean.
It's the little dot.
One. I can help.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You don't need to look at
No,
that.
he's using
Let's
the
see.
he's using the 2014. He's got proficiency in acrobatics, athletics, intimidation, investigation, and perception.
Hey, got one more than I do.
And then he's
Doesn't that
got
mean I should have been rolling like twice for perception and taking the higher?
no.
That's advantage. You just said having the proficiency bonus.
Every
just
level
allows you.
has a set proficiency bonus. It means your character is better at that skill than other skills, and you up at the top next to your walking speed, you see what's called your proficiency bonus. That bonus is added to skills that you're proficient in, and that bonus goes up as you level up.
to keep getting better. And then
So
if you have an
basically,
expertise,
yeah, like your strength checks, your athletics has a +6 because you have a +3 to your strength base, but your proficiency added to it gives it a +3 on top of that, making it a +6.
Yeah.
It basically makes it a better chance of having higher rolls for that skill.
they get stupid with expertise.
Good to know about that,
Rogues-
because I have not been using that.
Well, if you're using the +3 modifier for your intimidation or the +4, you're already doing it. It auto adds it for you.
I don't
Yeah.
use the in-game thing.
Interesting.
What have I done?
That's why your deception is a +0, but your intimidation is a +3.
That's what you meant. Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, you have like a darker screen, so is that like light
Yes,
brown?
I have dark mode. I would rather not blind myself if I can help it.
Flashbang.
You see where I reside up here.
Yeah, there's a night mode
That's
that
my
you can
light
turn
source.
on for D&D Beyond, which will turn all of your little screens a darker color. My issue is I have Opera GX, which allows me to force dark pages, and then there's night mode on D&D Beyond.
How do you turn
I
on
can't
dark
see. I'm
mode?
legally blind. Is it manage? I believe, yeah. Character
You-
settings.
You go to manage, and it's down at the bottom area.
Change sheet appearance.
Yep. Change sheet
And then
appearance. Thank you.
under dark mode.
Change sheet.
But nonetheless, the Leonin.
Oh. My eyes. Feels so much better.
The Leonin.
The Leonin looks to you all. If the riddle has told you something about them, then I would suggest going down to the mines and looking for one. They can be of great use to you. Maybe not in a fight, but they can be of use.
Alrighty. We shall head on with them.
Sorry for the intrusion, but I do thank you for your assistance with this. Hopefully, he can learn of what has happened before things become too much worse.
Of course.
What's your name?
My name, as a whole, is unimportant, but if you wish to call me something, Aroso. Aroso. Aroso.
Darrow thanks Oroso in Leonin. We will be on our way. I hope that your sermon goes well.
It should, as long as Terra is not angered.
Let us both hope for that.
Looks away. Yeah.
Be safe.
Darrow goes to walk off, leaving these two to sit there in awe.
This cape is bellowing again.
That's just the wind.
It's bellowing again.
He's like I said, a man in a cape. All it is.
Yeah. I feel inspired as a little cake.
Oh, you moron. It's not even active, it's just that we're outside!
What's funny is because it is magic, and how the magic works, as Darrow is walking, you actually watch as a lot of the water is basically bouncing off of his cape.
It keeps me somewhat dry. Okay.
It's magic, you're welcome.
So you all are making your way to the mines then?
Yeah.
Into the mine. Good.
Is there anything else that you all wish to do before you step foot into the mines once again?
I'm too
No,
broke.
I'm surprised neither of them have statements about what just happened, but...
Too broke, and I don't have a special mineral to give a certain individual yet.
Yet being the key word. This man has not given up.
Ah, shit.
You'll find it.
Yeah, we got food, we should be good to kill.
Okay. With that, you make your way back to the mines. And you find yourselves at the entrance once again. The foreman allowing you entrance as you make your way through the actual quarry area itself. And as you get to the mine entrance, you can see a few miners coming out for their break or their finished shift or whatever else. But it does seem that there are less people here than there were the day before, as it seems the foreman has actually sanctioned off a lot of the deeper areas of the mines. You find yourselves going into the mines once again, making the trek deep into the darkness. You travel for a few hours and get back to where you found yourselves attacked previously. The burrows now mostly caved in at this point as they've been left to their own devices, save for one that seems to be relatively open at the entrance. But there seems to be more tunnel leading further down into the stone. What would you like to
Are
do?
the bodies still there?
What? The ones that you had left are still there. They have begun to stink. Like, pretty bad, because they are scavengers. So, yeah, it's not a pleasant smell. And you all cut them open to see what was inside, to see if there were any means of signs of them being the cause. It is a very profuse smell.
Thormir goes over to the foreman. He says, not be a bad idea.
No, we're down.
to-
We're all the way down
We're
again.
all the way
Oh.
down, Matt.
down, down.
Unless the foreman came with us.
Sorry.
Does Thormir want to talk to the foreman before going into the cave?
No. At that point, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I was gonna say burn the bodies. Burn it.
Technically
I
speaking,
mean, we're down here.
you have
You can
seen...
grab a lantern. Don't we have like by default like a thing of oil for a lantern and everything?
No.
Not all backgrounds give that, but some of you might have that.
I have oil. I'm not
Candles.
willing to share.
I do have oil. If you wanted to burn them, you can use your oil and one of the torches on the wall and burn them.
No. Not my blood. Not my blood.
It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad smell, in all honesty.
Honestly, just as an idea. Never mind.
Would you like an idea of how it smells?
No. I was thinking of a certain idea, and that idea wouldn't work because they're scavengers and they attack upon things. They try to attack things that are dead. So I was thinking, what if we rub that on ourselves? It might help us disguise ourselves. No, that's just ringing the fucking dinner bell. Unless it's its own scent, and if it was left there, it might actually work. Thinking about it.
Considering we left it for at least 12 hours, maybe 8 hours, and more of them didn't come and take the bodies away, either they don't like the way they taste, or there's no more. So,
Fitty.
from where I'm sitting, we have two options. We can either continue down this way, or we can go down this one non-collapsed fucking tunnel that one of these worms made and see if it brings us back to whatever. It also did say that if we continue going down until it gets darker, we'll find whatever the hell he was talking about.
Tentacles with legs. Let's go.
This isn't just a me decision, you guys.
No, it seems like a good plan. And also, as mentioned, follow the riddle.
The issue is we go into the tunnel where the worm came out. Might get to a scenario that we can't get ourselves out so well. We go down the tunnel, we'll eventually get down to an area that it's gonna come to a dead end. So it's kind of a hard decision. Do you want to go to a dead end eventually? Or do you want to go down a hole that a worm made?
Well, if we go down to the end of the man-made tunnel, we might find an answer, and we also might find more tunnels that we can explore. So that probably is the safer bet out of the two.
I would have to agree with that one.
Gladiatorial combat behind James. I'm sorry, I saw it happening and I was like, yes! Yes!
Mortal Kombat!
My bad. Continue.
Why is it that rat dogs are the ones that are always like the ones who want to throw down the most?
My bad.
No.
Continue.
No, you didn't interrupt anything. You actually like said it at right time. Quite literally, we're just gonna go deeper down the man-made tunnel to try and get to like the darker segments and find the tentacle monster things and investigate and look for stuff. And maybe Matt finds a shiny new rock. That's the plan. That's
maybe.
what we're gonna do.
Probably not, but maybe.
This guy is determined.
Matt has about as much chance of finding a new material as the sun has a chance of shining through the clouds.
It can happen. It can happen.
Very low,
Will
Jeff,
realizing... No, this is just Will realizing that this dwarf is very determined to go on a date with an orc lady, and in this case, Will is the orc lady.
Oh, that's not the issue. I will go full homosexual. I have no issues here. But no. So you all are continuing down the man-made cave, right? Okay. You make your way deeper. You continue deeper into the caves and the cave systems, and you're starting to notice that a lot of the caves themselves, these tunnels that you're finding yourselves in, are becoming more and more rudimentary. There's less and less torches, there's less and less scaffolding and support beams. These caves are becoming much more natural, as a lot of them have have not been fully explored yet. And you continue further and further into the unknown darkness that is coming along until it gets to a point where you no longer see torches on the walls. This is about when Darrow starts having issues seeing ahead of him, as the light now is farther and farther behind you all as you continue deeper in.
What do you think, Darrow? Shall we ruin our elements of surprise, or we can lead you in blindly?
Can Ferrati see?
Roddy can see.
Parati is a dragon child. I'm pretty sure she's fine.
You have to make sure, don't you?
Frati seems
Maybe-
okay at the moment. Then again, she never really complains, so...
She's autism child.
That's a phrase.
Ain't wrong.
Well, what shall it be? Light or no light, Darrow?
Are you talking about using one of your cantrips?
Mm-hmm.
Light her up.
Our globs, set them down. One centered on us, and the rest max range.
Okay.
Each one gives a 10-foot radius, and I can have them 120 feet from us.
Nice.
So we can see 130 feet in front of us, technically. I just have each one space, so it's just moving back and forth. Chloe, no.
Spike.
So. You continue further down, now with light. A few hours have passed at this point. It's only getting darker. I'd like a perception check from everybody. Ferrati
That's
sees
a number
fuck all.
one.
Ferrati and Lars see fuck all.
20.
I'm the perception guy besides our ranger.
20 total.
20 total.
That's an 8.
18 plus 2.
2 20s.
20.
Very nice. Very nice.
2 net ones in a row. If I get another net one, I fix the 20. Ugh.
As you all go deeper in, you get this feeling of being watched all of a sudden. This strange phenomena of this weird possibility of these eyes on you somewhere. And as Lars's light that's farther ahead passes over one of the rock formations on the side, Thormir and Darrow, immediately notice a strange reflection, like light being reflected off of a glossy, like a glossy bubble of water or something like that, before it immediately retracts away from the light. This strange tendril before it retracts behind the rock formation as if avoiding the light, at least for a moment.
Lars, real quick. Kill the lights. Darrow keeps a hand on his greatsword.
Okay.
Faramir looks all around.
As the lights are killed, you notice a very, very dim glow from behind that rock formation before you notice two long tendril-like appendages of some kind reaching from around this rock formation. And you notice they're not tendrils, but eye stalks, as two strange eyes peer around this rock formation towards you all on these long, thin, strange stalks.
Are these the things that Aroso was telling us about?
Possibly. They said they float and they give light.
You notice this light that it's giving off, this strange light, this very dim glow. It's green. It's very beautiful emerald green.
Oh. It's adorable and awesome. DM. At this time, I wish to use divination.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's a quick one. Just thinking. Is what we seek, our quarry, our target, is this something we can actually manage to fight and win against?
Your answer? Through the strength of many, one may fall.
I was gonna keep quiet about that one.
Does anything happen with the jelly monster?
The creature
Can I
watches
see?
you all. What are on your minds?
The
What
divination.
the hell is that and what's happening? Just
Yes,
confusion, I guess. Like,
Concern
confusion and
for,
caution.
concern for party.
Yesterday, but I'm trying to think happy thoughts.
Oh no. Oh no. Matt's PTSD is gonna get us killed!
No worries, no worry, we got Ferrati to counter him out.
Hey, I'm
Karate.
trying to
Karate,
think happy.
karate, ice cream, Oreos, cookies.
Karate with not a singular thought behind her eyes. But no. Genuinely speaking, as you all suddenly become very cautious, you watch as this creature, whatever it is, these eye stalks, you watch as a small tendril wraps around the formation Another one. Another one. Before you hear what sounds like an air jet, almost. A release of air from a steam machine. A flumph of air. As from around the corner, a strange creature.
Yay. I knew immediately what you were talking about. I'm like, oh, awesome.
This strange creature floats from around the corner with this faint glow of green towards you all. This derpy creature with a mouth on top of its head and multiple tentacles, much like a jellyfish, but with these long eye stalks. It seems to look to you all and curiously bounce side to side as it gets closer, much like a jellyfish, but floating through air.
Talk about not a top behind those eyes with karate. I don't think there's a damn thing happening with that thing.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
No petting the dog.
Can I pet that dog?
It has barbs on the end of the tentacles. I don't trust it. Don't pet the dog.
Can I pet that dog?
Ow.
It's just a flump.
This strange creature seems to approach you all, and it keeps probably about 5 feet between itself and the closest creature, but it seems to be curiously looking at each of you, with each eye stalk kind of going from party member to party member. Each of the tendrils...
What does Ferrati do?
Ferrati is looking at it and she has no want to be near it. It is not a feeling of hatred or distaste. It's more of the creature itself makes her uncomfortable. And she kind of hides behind Thormir for a moment.
What is this thing? Oh, it's interesting.
I'm confused on how this is supposed to help us find the people we need to find, or the thing we need to find.
Oh, I got this. Oh, magical creature that flumps around. Would you please direct us to an evil quarry that can be found?
Why are you speaking in poems?
I don't know. It floats magically, so I thought I had to be speaking.
Thormir's just arms are like out by sides, just like protecting Karate.
The creature goes from this dim green glow to this soft pink as it just kind of looks over the party.
Either you made it mad or you made it horny, and I don't know which is worse.
I did not assume that. I thought I made it happy by giving it its attention, but sure. I should try to speak dumbly then. Big, scary creature. Danger. Hurt you. We're fine.
Make a
I use big
charisma
words.
check.
Why use big words when small words
Yay,
work?
10! No bonuses.
Hmm?
10. No bonuses.
It just looks at you curiously. It's soft pink glow, obviously this sign of some kind of happiness or amusement towards you all, as it's just gently floating side to side as this strange sound of air comes from it every now and then as it floats itself back up to continue its floating side to side.
I don't necessarily
Riddle says-
know. I don't know if that really worked, Virus.
I don't know. The riddle says follow the lighting these creatures, so you
I
tell
guess
me.
I guess I would have to talk to it.
Yes.
See if this will listen to me. Hello, creature floating
Use the
in front of
eyebrows.
us. I am. May you please help us find us the people who are missing and or the threat that threatens the people who mine.
Make a charisma check.
Oh, let's
Does he
see
get
how good.
Does he get advantage with eyebrows?
Roll a charisma check.
15 plus 1, 16.
Yay! Better than me.
As you speak to this Flumph, and keep in mind, this creature is labeled small, so it's actually about the size of, like, Lars. This creature, though obviously it doesn't seem to understand your words, both of its eye stalks then look to Thormir, and it looks as though it's attempting to process something for a moment before you notice that both of the eye stalks, from looking at Thormir, one slowly goes one way, the other as it looks behind it. And it begins floating down the tunnel further.
I guess we follow the Flump.
Smacks him back. Nicely done. You got to show me that
It's-
eyebrow trick.
Bushy eyebrows. Grow them out, if you can.
Alright, I keep burning these. Oh.
Follow the damn squid.
I hope it doesn't take offense to that.
Well, I'd rather this take offense than the giant fucking Leonin that Lars tried to insult.
And I seriously thought he was gonna give you a solid punch to the face.
I deserved it. At the same time, what I did was not even close as bad as what you did, Daryl.
I got us information. You were questioning what to do. If we sat with what you wanted to do, we would have been there for hours.
I would just left, but okay. Whatever you say. Follow
creature
that
has-
creature.
You all continue further into the caves. You start to hear what sounds like water. You hear the strange sound of water flowing, and as you get deeper into this cave, you see in front of you a small cliff. And as you get closer to the cliff, you notice about maybe 30 feet down there is a water flow, a river. There doesn't seem to be a bridge here. There doesn't seem to be any kind of walkway, but you notice...
I'm guess the miners haven't been this far down yet.
No. You see no sign of the miners being down this far at all, actually. There's no torches, there's no actual mining done, there's no signs of tracks being laid. But you notice that the Flump seems to float to the other side of this crevasse. This, probably about 20 feet across.
Oh. Okay.
And as it gets to the other side, you watch as it gets probably about 10 or 15 feet over that line, and then it realizes you're no longer following, and both of its eye stalks turn around once again and looks to you all curiously.
Okay, Darrow. Here's my rope. Good luck.
What do you want me to do with it?
He
As soon
teleported.
as soon as you hold on to rope, good luck. You're on the other side.
Oh, teleported you.
This doesn't answer what you want me to do with the rope.
Throw it over. You're the strongest one here out of all of us.
Can't you make a bridge about with the spell you do for making a house?
Too short. Good idea, though.
And I get teleported for nothing.
I certainly hope not. Cause it's a birdie. I'm already down like 30% of my resources, so yeah, or 25% of my resources. So
Fucking, what would this be? Just a strength check or fucking athletics?
What is it?
Throwing the rope to the other side while holding on to the other end so that I can fucking yoink these idiots.
Oh, you can do that. Pretty easy.
Do I need to roll?
No.
Okay.
Do you have a means of tying off something heavy to the end of the rope so that you can actually do that, or are you just grabbing one end and throwing the rest of the rope and hoping it makes it to the other side?
No, he should have probably just shot an arrow across. Oh.
Little fucker teleported me without thinking.
Or it could have shot a crossbow bolts into the ceiling and we could have swung across.
I would not trust that with the
I
bolt.
would not know. I've heard us all having this
May-
conversation.
I
Maybe
totally
with him,
would.
Maybe with
100%.
him, not with your big ass, and not with my big ass.
That's a thought.
You probably could have thrown me over.
Are
Actually.
there rocks or anything like around that I'd be able to like tie on the end of the fucking rope and toss across?
I'd say that'd be easy enough to find you. And I'd say
that's
while you're
what
doing this, you notice that the Flumph is actually like following you around and like looking over your shoulder and watching what you're doing. Mostly out of curiosity, as the color that it's giving off now is a very dim but very light green once again. As it's just curiously following you around and watching what you're doing, trying to figure out what it is that you're actually doing.
I kind of want to stuff you at this creature. Kind of cute.
No.
It's cute!
No. It's one of those so ugly it's cute things, like pugs.
It is!
Like a fuggler? Oh my god. Yeah, no, just find a rock, tie it on the end, and then fucking sling that shit across the ravine and hold on to the other end.
Alright.
What's the chance of that hitting either of us in the head?
If you let it, pretty high. If you don't, it's a rock on a rope. You can see him doing it.
Because we have the human who has not the best vision in the dark. And then you have the two with dark vision over here.
Again, I'm sending it in the direction. If it hits you, Mr. Perfect Vision, that's on you.
I don't know who
Darrow
has better
can't see,
vision.
save for the Flumph that's slightly glowing.
Yeah.
And he got teleported randomly to the other side.
Yeah.
That was my concern.
Does he know which way the thing is?
I was yelling at fucking Lars, so yeah, I have a general idea.
Okay, good.
Echolocation.
Marco Polo. Marco, fuck you.
Why the fuck am I over here? And where's my pants?
Nonetheless, you're able to throw the rope over. What are you all planning to do to try and get over now with the rope?
You know, that's a good fucking question. We could. Is Darrow gonna pull us across? Like literally, like, or are we gonna have to like run, jump, and then he has either he could tie it to some kind of structure, which he has his blind ass eyes.
It
right
would have
now.
to be a
That'd
fucking
be hard.
stalactite, and fuck you.
Like it would have to probably be one at a time. Lars first, because he's the tiny one. It'd be easy to get him across. For me, I'm more of the chunky one, so harder. I might be able to. Like, if he holds on, I could climb up on the rope, up to the other side. Yeah, that'd probably be best. If he can't
You all
just
can roleplay
He-Man
what
me.
you're thinking, because right now the plan is Darrow has a rope and he's thrown the other end across. And I also just watched Hootie almost throw himself out of his chair.
Fucking Lars ran off, so...
He'll be back. He's taking a pee break.
Ow. I sneezed while I was going to bed and my arm was in a position that I fucked up my shoulder.
Ouch.
You old people find the weirdest ways to hurt yourselves.
You were like a year younger than me. Shut up. Matt's the old one.
I've gotten to the point now where I like fucking with all of y'all about that. Because James is older,
often-
you're older, Matt's
Lauren's older.
Lauren is older. I fuck with Lauren about that every fucking day. That shit's so much fun.
How often do you quote Family Guy?
I plead the fifth.
You better be careful who you calling a child, Louis. And you're sitting there with your fucking Legos.
Who are you calling a child, Lois? If I'm a child, that makes you a pedophile.
Sorry, Memorial Weekend talk.
You gonna blow
Can't say no
something
to
up?
Grandma. Me? Blow something up?
We're trying to figure out what to do now that I have tossed the rope across the other side.
Well,
That's what we're doing in D&D. Hold on! I know! I'm saying that's what we're doing in D&D. You're not blowing shit up over here. He's asking if you're gonna blow shit up in the real world.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. It's the only good thing about Memorial Day. I just pissed off a lot of people with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I'm just kidding. I have family that we have Memorial Day for.
No, I was just thinking,
What was your plan here? Like, fuck.
I just realized this.
first, you were going to throw, you were going to move Faramir over.
Oh.
How?
We tie him. He jumps. I feel confident in your strength.
I'm probably gonna have to pull out both my fucking daggers and just have to, like, climb up this fucking wall.
I can't
And if
wait
it
to see
re-
this.
Don't worry, I have Featherfall. You guys don't know what that is.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's me, the
Fucking-
chunky one, who has the issue. How heavy am I?
As a dwarf,
Fat as fuck.
how tall are you?
I'm 4'6" and I weigh 187.
So that's incorrect.
Incorrect.
The average weight of dwarves, because of their density like stone, is kind of relative to the idea of like a Goliath almost. At 4'6", your average weight as a dwarf would be closer to like 215, 220. Because you're
And you
stout.
want him to jump on a rope.
Your lift carry pull could probably do that, Darrow. Maybe. Without popping your shoulders out of place.
Shit, wrong one.
No, I wouldn't be so stupid just to have him fucking yeet himself. I would fucking wrap the rope around a fucking stalactite so that there's an anchor point that's stronger than me.
And,
And I have
do
gloves, so like I'm not gonna rope burn the fuck out of my hands.
do we have any way of dropping a rope down on this end? Because we're gonna have to get back up this way. Do I have anything to tie to on this end? No.
Could you not have like teleported all of us across instead of just
I don't have them. I do have that many spell slots, but do you want me to burn through every single spell slot of mine?
How many shots have you landed?
Unless encounter all of them, except one.
Can't imagine making a man-made bridge out of nothing. Oh wait, I'm a dwarf. I can make shit.
Yeah, it's the
Start
second
stacking rocks across the rope.
It's not
Well,
possible.
I have rope, and we can make a bridge out of like stone slabs. But I don't know if the jellyfish has the patience to chill as we do that.
Pretty sure the jellyfish is just fucking going, what the hell are these idiots doing?
He's glowing green, so he's curious.
This was Lars's plan, fucking Lars. What's the plan?
Do we have anything to tie to on this side?
Yeah,
DM.
I mean, you could. You'd be stretching the rope kind of thin, and
Yeah, more rope.
okay. I will say, after Darrow threw the rock, the flump actually followed behind with the rock, and now it's over here with this side, curiously watching you two.
Okay, let's just
As
tie this
Darrow
up
just stands in the dark.
Darrow, can you tie it over
I
there to
have a
something?
candle lantern, like...
If you'd like to light it, you can.
This thing likes darkness.
I'm chilling, I'm fine, I have my rope wrapped around this stalactite, and I'm just waiting on whatever the fuck we're gonna do.
Gonna tie it over to this and on this something over here. Tie it.
And we're gonna just like do that.
Okay. Is that what y'all want to do?
I feel like this is a bad idea.
All right.
Lars is just
Door-
watching.
Dormir grabs some rope, ties it with a rock, throws it over to Darrow, and says, "Tie that and hold on to that, because that's gonna be our failsafe. Because we're gonna tie it down ourselves. So by any chance that this rope falls and breaks, we don't just go down."
Okay.
The
This is
flump
not
is very
shoddy at all.
amused by the rock throwing back and forth, and follows the rock as it turns a soft pink.
We're using this jellyfish.
Darrow fucking ties off that anchor point to a different stalactite, so it's not too stressed.
Okay. And is Darrow
Dormir
holding
to
onto the
Lars.
rope as well?
Both of them, yeah.
Okay. The Flump will also hold on to both ropes as it wraps two tentacles around them.
I love this thing. I'm
Flump's
naming
awesome.
him Larry.
Larry! Perfect.
Dormir to Lars. I'm gonna have you go first. You're smaller. You
Don't
should
forget
have no
karate.
issues.
Okay. Hands the rope to him and just starts going across. Without the rope.
Make an athletics check.
The nerd has to make an athletics check. This is bad.
3! -1. I'm not going like up and down. I'm doing the classic, the disrespectful. It's just 20 feet.
That is
That's
still
why
20
I had the
feet.
rope.
That is still 20 feet of you having to take your entire body weight and carefully manage to get across a rope that is shoddily tied around two stalagmites to hopefully make it across 20 feet of a 30-foot drop into a running water source. With all of your things on you.
This was your fucking plan.
Yeah.
I'd like a
I
dex
also-
save.
Okay. Am I falling?
Not yet.
Your nerdy noodle arms aren't doing you any
15.
fucking favors.
Got a what?
15.
15. You're able to catch yourself on the first 10 feet.
Oh.
You look straight
Okay.
down as you feel one of your legs attempt to cramp. And you look down and your body chooses between the cramp and the 30-foot drop. And your body naturally chooses to just get rid of the cramp for a moment.
Ignore it.
Ignore the cramp. Ignore the cramp.
I'd like another athletics check as you make the next 10.
As
11.
An 11?
Dormir watches this, he has a bow and arrow with an arrow ready just to try to catch him if he falls.
Don't you
Ah,
dare
quick
shoot
death.
This
me
is
with an
entirely fucking nails him in the calf and pins him to the neighboring wall.
This is a good idea. A quick death rather than the 30-foot drop. I like it.
arrow. So like a
A
match.
30-foot drop into water.
Payback
You have
is...
no idea how
handed
deep that
in a
water
silver
is,
plate.
actually. Nonetheless, you got an 11?
Yeah. Why is he rolling for 10 more feet? Why?
You manage to get across, and just as you see that last stretch, that safety where stone is, you feel your muscles starting to get just a little tired. And you start to sweat a little bit. And you feel yourself slip. And you fall about 3 feet onto stone.
Well,
Darrow standing over you.
I guess this is why you don't do physical things.
No, clearly not.
Darrow leans down and picks him up by the entirety of his robes and just moves him out of the way and drops him again.
It's 10 feet for you. It's 20 feet for you two. It's 40 for me.
This was your plan.
This is the most logical plan.
Suppose it's Ferrati's turn.
Yes.
She's riding it up. Just grabs the
I
wand.
wouldn't be surprised if Ferrati, like, fucking just jumps up and he goes, did it. That was fun.
Well, before any of that, I'm gonna make sure everything's all clear on your side for the next person.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
I
never-
moved Ding Dong out of the way. We're good to go.
I never had rope on me, so you should. Yeah.
It's just clarification of knowing that everyone's good to go. Can't be too paranoid, Lars,
Yes, you
without
can.
the fucking rope.
So Ferrati is able to just narrowly make the first 10 feet without any slip-ups, anything like that. Whew.
This was your plan, Lars!
It's the best way across. We don't have any
And
other way
you-
across.
You watch as she starts going the last 10 feet, and she gets about 5 feet before she goes to move the foot that's behind to the front, and the back of her boot slips. And you all watch as she drops her legs, and she just narrowly catches herself with her hands on the rope, as she's now hanging by the rope. However, she then swings herself around and grabs the rope, so she's now facing Darrow, and begins pulling herself along with her legs still dangling, and she just reaches out with her foot and lands on the stone as she continues the rest of the way to safely get on the stone and then run over to where Darrow is and looks down at Lars.
One of the ready just. Good
Stop
job.
talking! Stop talking!
Why?
You don't get to talk. You have all this magic at your disposal, and your two solutions here are rope.
I
One
got
which
you across.
Almost got her fucking killed. Shut up!
I was ready.
Shut it!
I will
Goodbye.
buy silence.
Stop.
Thormir calls out to Darrow. Are we good to go?
Yes.
Alrighty. Apparently
Be
I'm
careful. Ooh.
And takes rope off of her. Right here for this.
grabs the rope, ties it around myself as a vest, and then proceeds to grab the rope like that.
I can't wait for him to fall.
Make an athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Can aerobatics work?
Sure.
Are you
I
trying
could
to
have
be
done
fancy with
aerobatics.
it?
I could have been done aerobatics instead of freaking athletics.
You didn't ask.
That would be 11. I have a proficiency in aerobatics.
You're also heavy.
Yeah, I know.
So what's your total?
Total is 11.
Ah,
For a man that heavy, he moves very fast.
I would like you to make a dex save for me.
Oh shit.
If he's a ranger, they're good at these. Right?
Magic is so good. Magic is top tier. Can't think up of a fucking way to cross a bridge without a piece of rope.
I
It's
came up with a good, quick solution.
It's a nat 1. So plus
You got the rope, right?
plus 6, so it's 7.
Hey, Darrow, I need a strength save.
Fucking god damn it, the fucking two of you.
I might die. It's okay. It's fine.
What fucking number is that? Oh, yay.
I'm gonna see the sun
Ah.
today. Levi?
Where is the sun? Ask Matt.
Because it's a water source below, we're gonna use this one.
Before he falls in,
16.
before Lars is watching, as soon as he's about to touch water.
I believe.
And he's
Yeah,
up.
Well,
16.
Well, Thormir had tied, or had gotten, Thormir had gotten Darrow to tie a second rope, and they were using it to go across.
Isn't a spready feet?
No, the thing here is the fact that this world doesn't stop fucking raining. So we don't see the sun. But both these things are wrapped around stalagmites, and Darrow has a hold of both of the ropes, along with the squid thing and not knowing what it's doing, holding onto the ropes as well.
Also, it has no strength. It's just
I kind of figured.
It
has no anchor points. It's floating, and it's just kind of like.
it just sees you doing it. But Thormir had asked Darrow to tie the second rope to actually make it so if they were to fall, basically it acts as an anchor point that they then just swing into the opposing wall rather than actually fall. And
Darrow's whole action has been to be the anchor, so like.
And you got a what for your strength save?
16.
A 16.
So.
Okay, good. You're able to catch the rope and keep it from going taut and possibly tearing at the rock cliff face. However, Thormir.
Yes.
You are falling. You're falling. And the rope then goes taut finally as you've reached the length of it, and you just swing into the stone wall. That is 5 points of bludgeoning damage to the side of your head.
Is he conscious?
Well, he's still got HP, so he is conscious.
Just
for the moment.
hurting. Just hurting.
Unless you'd like me to make you roll a con save.
Is he coherent?
Roll a con save.
Fuck you, Levi. Fuck
Hey,
you.
you took bludgeoning damage to your fucking skull.
Oh, by the way, it's a natural 20. Plus a 1, so 21.
As a dwarf,
I'm-
you're very
You are
used to getting
200 pounds.
conked.
You are fat as shit. I can't pull you up all by myself, and this little shitbag's not gonna help me.
I'm gonna try.
You can't hold yourself. You're not gonna pull the living boulder.
I can help with 20 pounds, maybe. I think I have like a pull strength of maybe 100 pounds.
No, triple digits is being exceedingly generous.
No, because
You are a gnome. You are a wizard.
Exactly.
No strength feats right there. None.
Yeah, no, it's like you remember you can pull or push double what you normally can do. So, yeah.
What's Darrow's strength?
What happens with the boulder?
I have a
Flat out or like modifiers?
No, just your strength score.
okay.
17.
17.
I actually have a push, drag, or lift capacity of 240 pounds.
So I will say, if Lars and Ferrati both help, go on ahead and roll at advantage a strength check for me, Darrow.
Am I not gonna climb at all? Or
If
is
you'd like
the
to,
side-
you can also make an athletics check to try and climb up the wall.
Does it make any difference if I use my daggers to help climb myself up?
That would make the DC much lower, yes.
I do that. Both daggers, so I'm just...
Uh-huh. You are taking metal
Capacity
daggers
of
and stabbing them into stone rock.
240 pounds.
So
So athletics.
a 19 for that.
Well,
A 12. So you manage to not break any of your daggers as you stab metal daggers into stone wall.
The magic of dwarves.
And you manage to help climb yourself up as Darrow, Lars, and Ferrati also pull you up.
What's the jelly thing doing right now?
The flump
just like pulling...
it's doing the actions you all are doing, but because of the way flumps have no strength, it's basically just doing the action, and then another tentacle is wrapping around the rope as the other one moves back, and then another one wraps around in front of that one, and it's just basically doing that over and over again.
If
Can
it
we
latches
keep it?
on and just starts getting pulled.
But everybody manages to get Thormir up the wall and onto your side of this stone crevasse.
And that is why we had a second fucking rope. Oh, ah. Thanks for the save, Daryl.
I was ready.
Nadata!
I was ready!
Shut!
I was, but I got overtaken by a magical force called the DM.
Well,
Who said
your magic and all of your bullshit. You
Well,
can't
Lars
think of
did
anything
see
better than
that-
a rope.
Lars did see that there was a rope, so would you waste a spell slot?
I got us across with the least amount of resources spent.
And I had to fucking fail-safe
I'm not
myself.
wrong. I love arguing when I'm not wrong.
I had assumed because Thormir had explained that he was going to use this as a failsafe, anytime Lars or Ferrati had gotten over, Darrow was to throw it back. So I just assumed that Lars and Ferrati knew that they were, safe with the failsafe. It was just the issue of they were going to take
what was
bludgeoning
implied,
damage.
and then Ding Dong was like, "Yeah, I don't have the rope on me." It's like, you're lucky that in the 10 things that you had to roll for, you didn't fall.
Well, that's why I had my bow and arrow ready.
I
Just to
had
shoot
my
him.
boner ready.
Pin him.
I was fine.
Look, he's falling. Nope, he's pinned to the wall.
I was
Are
going
you
to
alive?
I was going to cast a spell, you idiot. There's an arrow in my abdomen.
I thought he was gonna say there's an arrow in my ass.
Payback's a bitch.
This is attempted murder.
It's a save.
Anywho, Flump, continue, please.
The Flumph is now playing with the rope.
Flump, you wonderful
Thormir
creature. Can you continue?
Dormir picks up his rope that he tossed across and puts it back into his inventory.
The rope that Darrow had tied and was helping
That's my
use
rope.
as the main, or Lars had tied and used as the main rope. It's tied at both ends. So
I meant mine that I
yes,
used as a failsafe.
Thormir can get his back, but
Yeah.
if you all want the other one back, somebody's gonna have to go back across.
No,
I
we're leaving
sacrificed
that
it.
one.
It
We have to go back at some point. We'll get it then, and hopefully not at an expeditious pace. Because if that's the case, I am throwing the gnome.
You can't throw. Can you throw me?
You are
20
going
feet?
mock gnome. I swear to God.
But Mach Gnome is not enough to get across.
Learn to swim.
What's the worst fate? Dying
Do you
against.
know how to swim? Nuh-uh. How old are you?
I know.
I'm 8. John Wayne then proceeding to throw the child in the river.
His mom comes out. He doesn't know how to swim. Then go get him. I don't know how to swim either. Is that so?
Learn or drown.
I'm gonna throw him at mock gnome at the wall. He's gonna get knocked unconscious and drown.
If they're eaten by whatever's down
This
the
is
road.
how our fucking D&D campaign ends.
So, the creature, after you all collect your rope and it can no longer play with it, realizes what's going on and continues forward deeper into the caverns. The sound of this air coming from it as it goes deeper in. As you get deeper in, you watch as it seems to slow its pace. I would like perception checks from everybody.
20.
20. Lars sees it.
27.
Thormir sees it.
22.
Darrow sees it. Everybody sees it. So,
What is it?
dark vision only allows you to see different shades of gray, and as dark as it is, it's a little difficult for Darrow to see. So the DC is a lot higher for him, but thankfully he rolled well. The fluff gives off a little bit of light. You all continue deeper into the caverns. And as you do, and as you watch as this flump seems to go through the paths, as you're walking, you hear loose stone underfoot. Which is a little strange considering everything is as solid as it is down here. And the flump floats over what looks to be a formation, kind of jutting out in the middle of the path a little bit as you all continue forward. But as the flump floats over it and its dim light glows off of it, all three of you notice what appears to be half of a statue's face.
Oh.
Oh,
We talking like big, or are we talking like human-sized statue big?
Like human-sized statue.
Lights or no lights? Here, I have an idea. Hence Darrow a torch.
Darrow uses his fire dagger to start up the torch.
As you light the torch, you can now see it more clearly. There is what looks to be broken off kind of at the just underneath the collarbone on one side and just about halfway down the neck on the other. A statue, or at least the head of one, that seems to be broken in half as well, from about the corner of the forehead down the face. In the middle of this path.
We've been
It's
down
free.
here for a good couple of hours. What the fuck is down here?
Remember, before all the flooding, this was top of a mountain. We're probably underneath the ocean at this point. So we might have stumbled across it before. Oh, this is getting exciting.
is the archaeologist right now? What time would it be right now?
You have no idea.
Shit.
It feels like it's been a long time.
It's been a few
We've
hours.
been walking for a minute. We walked for a couple hours, found where we were the last time. We kept going for a couple hours, found the flump, did all the stuff. It's been a minute.
History check or no?
What do you mean?
Figured
Would he know what the statue's from?
any old civilization.
Oh. Sure. Why not?
I give you advantage.
22.
22?
I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Ooh. History 14.
14.
And let me shoot for it too. 8.
You get closer to it to try and understand if it's of an old civilization. However, no civilization that you know of has statues with the art style of showing fear on the face.
Oh.
Investigation. $20.
20. As you get closer and you start investigating the statue, you notice it's really, really well done. Actually, its features, the wrinkles, the strange powderings as if it's hard at work, the streams of sweat. This statue is terrifyingly lifelike. It's very well done.
Bastard.
Can I roll nature check? I don't want to be here anymore. We have no feint to fight against this, or whatever these are. Nature check? No.
Oh boy.
That's dumb. It's an 11.
Most likely would know, but let's see if the dice gods are with me on this. Yeah, I would think so. 18
An 18?
for nature.
This thing is so impeccably well done.
Yes
I
or no?
liked-
You know what? Roll a d100 for me really quick.
Fuck, I need to get those dice.
I'd like to look around the area.
Okay.
Well, we are investigating the totally not a human.
So I'm just gonna roll perception.
Well, if you're searching the area thoroughly, you can make an investigation if you'd like.
Investigation then.
65. 60? No.
What'd
Yes?
you get? 65 56.
Is that a 60 or a 90?
It's a 60.
Okay. 65.
65.
And I got a 19.
There was a small percentage chance that Darrow would actually know what this is. He's not sure.
Rumors? Man, fuck you.
I was thinking the alchemy would be there's a few potions, but that's rare.
And you got a what for investigation?
19
A 19?
total.
Thormir, looking around more thoroughly now, would notice this is not the only statue piece that's around here. He would find a leg. He would find what looks to be the upper half of a hand. Like, the 2 fingers left and the upper half of a hand, like halfway up from the thumb. He would find part of a forearm some of a shoulder. Just scattered bits and pieces.
Of the same statue?
No.
You're not sure. But you're pretty sure these are all pieces of statues.
These statues are amazing.
All of them are... All of these pieces, no matter which part you look at, are intensely well done. The piece of the hand, you can see calluses and the individual lines where each of the fingerprints are. You can see the fingernails, and you can even see what looks to be dirt underneath them. You can
Would
see...
we know about petrification?
Roll a D100.
Just Lars or everyone?
As for everyone.
I'd say everybody could roll. Magic exists, after all.
Oh. 8. It was one dot away.
95.
It was
95.
one dot away from being 100.
12.
12. All of you would know of petrification. Petrification is a... not so common, but it is rather common because of the fact of magic existing, as well as the fact that there are diseases like stone blood that exist. Stone blood is a disease that's well known throughout the land due to the fact that what it does is it basically starts to slowly petrify the veins underneath the skin and make them hard as stone. And as it begins to circulate throughout the body over so many years, different parts will become useless and die off. Limbs, fingers, legs, even the heart stops because the blood basically turns to stone. This is just one instance of petrification. There are also a number of magics throughout the world that can cause petrification, and a number of creatures.
We don't know who the creatures are.
Most people that encounter creatures that cause petrification are usually petrified by the creature.
Yep. Man. The chance of one of us dying here is high. Oh gosh. No, this just got... This difficulty of the adventure just went from, oh, we got this, to, oh crap. Good job, Will. And I think this is perfectly describes the scene as we just go quiet.
How far are we from the water area?
I'd say at this point you've walked probably... because you can't really tell the time underneath here, or so far down here without being able to see the...
And we still hear the water, or are like we far enough away that it's not really...
If you get very silent, you can hear it, but it's not close enough that it's like you can hear it perfectly as you talk or you hear your own thoughts kind of thing. It is close enough where you can hear it in like the back of your mind kind of feel.
Does the fucking flump do anything?
The flump actually seems to appear nervous. This creature turns from the soft pinks and the greens that it was feeling previously, and it seems to turn to this almost purplish color. This very dim glow. A very, very light or deep purple.
This.
Does Thormir say anything about the other statues, or have we just been looking at the one statue the entire time?
Your riddle makes so much more sense now, Will. Good job. Oh.
Matt!
Boromir takes a second to observe the situation, and then quietly walks back to everyone and says to Lars and Darrow, "This is not the only statue here, just for your information. There's a lot more. Bits and pieces. Can't tell if it's the same person, but there's more. But what terrifies me is this is either someone who is on a master sculpture or someone who's been petrified."
At this information, while he's describing his theories, Darrow sweeps the torch across the entire area to see what he's talking about.
Do they have miners' clothes? Do they look like miners to a point?
As Darrow sweeps the torch across the area, you can see more now with the torchlight illuminating the tunnel ahead. You see more parts of statues. And these statues, they don't look like athletes and the glorious kings and royalty of previous civilizations. These look like commoners of different shapes, different sizes, different races. These look like regular people.
As Darrow sits there staring off into the darkness, he listens very intently and quietly says, "Something is very fucking wrong here. We need to go now."
Ambusher. Was it ambusher? That's what he said.
We need to go. As Darrow grabs Ferrati by the hand and starts walking backwards with her.
What out? Let's just start walking.
How would we deal?
We're not gonna figure it out right now, Matt, when we have nothing prepared for this.
I don't.
The issue
think I
is
have that option.
I don't think so either, because we have where we're at till we get to the top of the entrance, or at least we fought those worms.
Until it gets lighter again, yeah. We need to go. We need to at least get back across the chasm.
Further in the tunnel ahead, you hear the skittering of claws against stone.
I don't think we had the opportunity to leave.
Quietly. Slowly and quietly.
We don't have to tell me about quietly.
Make stealth checks.
I'm an expert.
Oh no.
I hope I don't get in that one.
Well, Ferrati got a natural
25. 25.
I said my rolls are gonna be bad all night.
16.
6. Hey, we
I have
both-
disadvantage and I got 16!
and I have a single roll. Yeah, you told me about it.
I have disadvantage. I took the lower of the two numbers.
Yeah.
It was either 18 or 16. I got 16.
And I wasted all my luck at the start.
Is that greater healing potion worth it?
No. No. That's not.
Darrow can't see because he's fucking blind in the dark.
I have my torch.
You have the torch, but that only goes so far. I would like
Then-
Lars and Thormir to make perception checks.
The one time I want to fail. Hey, 9.
16.
16 and a 9. Okay. Thormir. You notice that in the distance, further down the tunnel, just within your 60 feet, you notice movement once again. Or you notice movement. And you hear the sounds of skittering claws against stone. Now keep in mind, this is not one or two little claws pitter-pattering against stone. This is multiple claws that you all can hear as they skitter along the stone and caverns. Thormir, you see it, though. You watch as just around one of the bends you can see what look to be crystals moving, connected to scales. And it seems to go from one side to the other, disappearing further into the caverns.
Is it coming towards us?
No. It goes deeper in. As if it hasn't noticed you all yet. Whatever it is.
Exit stage fuck!
Boromir quietly explains to Lars, Darrow, and Ferrati.
Darrow and Ferrati are slowly like walking that way. We are leaving.
This thing, this creature, has noticed us before too.
Let's keep it that way.
Quietly, this sky escapes us. This is not the place to be.
You all are able to slowly make your way back. Slowly getting further and further away from the statue pieces.
Could Lars grabbed a hand?
Sure.
Don't think that's it.
I'm guessing this is where his 6 stealth comes in.
You're able to grab the hand. Or at least what's left of it. Are you just keeping that, or is there something you'd like to do with that?
I'm just keeping it.
Okay.
I,
A little weird,
I gotta
but,
hand it to
you know, to
myself.
each their own. And to get that 6, what did you get? Was it a...
I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay. Fair enough. Lars... Lars causes the sound of stone shifting in the cavern. And then everybody pauses. Everyone else is able to hide their sounds of, or the sounds of their steps.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 earlier. This is...
Everybody is able to dampen their footsteps. And though the sound of stone against stone clicks in the cavern for just a moment, there is no sound of skittering. Sound has stopped. And for a few very, very tense moments, everyone's muscles are locked in place. This feeling of, have they been caught? And it stays like this for a very long time. This feeling of what's to come. Finally, the sounds of skittering claws can be heard once again as it goes deeper into the caverns, disappearing further. As everyone is able to slowly and carefully make their way back. At least far enough that you're relatively sure that you may not be heard.
I'm voting we go across the fucking
Yeah.
rope quietly.
Is it disconnected?
That's a good question. How can we go across this quietly and safely at the same time?
You wouldn't be making much noise doing this unless you start talking or yelling or something. So just do your best and shut the fuck up.
This walks in and just bamps over. Okay. He sways his wand. Going over.
Fucker just teleported himself.
He went across the road. Karadi's turn.
Does the flump make noise?
No?
Good. Hey, don't blame me. He says he's making noise the entire time. This isn't...
You keep doing things after we are supposedly
I'd like
safe,
perception
and you
check.
ask questions. Oh, you motherfucker!
22.
Hmm. 17.
I'm not. I'm destroyed. We DMs forget from time to time, and it.
Matt.
Rolling for what?
Perception.
Perception.
16, 24.
24. All of you hear the sounds of the waterways down below. The rushing water splashing against stone. But there's another sound. In the chasm, you hear something that has become very familiar very quickly. This sound that had caused just a moment of tenseness before. You hear skittering as claws meet stone inside the chasm along one of the walls. What are you all doing?
I look
gonna
towards the
expend your
source.
No! 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 No!
It's just looking.
Hey, Matt! The fuck is
Hey.
Medusa?
No metagaming.
What happens when you look at her?
No metagaming. We don't know.
We don't know what it is, but I'm gonna take a guess at fucking petrification. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything has to be petrification just by looking at you. Or you have to look at it. If it could have petrified us already, it would have done so already.
This is the exploding chest all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll keep
We don't know about the
we
creatures, so
will
it's-
keep your stealth rolls from before, as you all are able to keep yourselves quiet. As you watch on the other side of the chasm,
I'm on the other side of the chasm.
Did you allow us to cross over
not yet.
without...
You all have just gotten back to the ravine and chasm
So I
area.
get my spell slot back. Okay.
Yes, I will let you keep your spell slot. As you watch, as the path that you had all come from, that side of the chasm, you watch as the skittering of claws, the source comes into view. You watch as a creature climbs up the cliffside of the other side and onto the actual space, looking around at the cave entrance that you all had come from originally.
How far is it?
At this point, I'd say
20 feet.
probably about 50, 60 feet, as you all have just entered this area once again. You all see this creature covered in scales with 8 legs, each of them with clawed fingers, and a long body colored much like stone but lighter, with crystalline formations coming from the very bridge of its nose all the way back down to the tip of its tail, with this disgusting maw, much like an anglerfish's. And as it sniffs the air, you can see from this distance 2 glowing eyes on either side of its head. You all duck behind stalagmites on either end of you, or on either side of you, as you attempt to hide and seek cover. It sniffs the air still. Then you hear a bat. You look to see the bat flying through the air, squeaking as it comes through. And then you watch as the bat looks down at the creature. And the creature looks back at it.
Lesser blind.
Their eyes meet. And the bat falls, turning to stone. The creature catches it in the air, chomping down on the stone as it crunches and cracks in its maw, before it then swallows hard, and you see a piece of the now statuesque bat wing on the ground at its feet, before it looks down and laps it up with a very large, lizard-like tongue.
Keep looking at this.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
You wanted to fucking look at it!
No, how else can we see what it's doing?
Well, from what we just learned, don't look at it in the fucking eyeballs, look at its tits instead. Oh my god.
And pass it blind.
And for those wanting a visual,
It's a bloody basilisk. I don't know what type of basilisk that is. It's...
Ah!
Oh crap!
Ah!
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 Ah! Cool design! Fuck that!
Really cool design. Extremely cool. Frick.
Looks like a pain in the ass to fight.
We don't know about. We now have an idea just to look at it. We promise we're looking at it. How else can we see the creature do what it's doing?
Like I said, look at its tits.
so,
Look everywhere but its eyeballs.
with that, we end tonight's episode of Steam and Rain as the group now finds itself not necessarily face to face, but now
Dealing with the problem!
dealing with a problem before them. So, we do hope that you'll join us next time, because the Will-O-Wisps always have stories for you, and we'll keep the campfire roaring for you so that you have somewhere to sit and listen to their stories.
The end's right there.
So,
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi, buddy.
so thank you all for coming along. Thank you all for joining us. We do hope that you enjoyed tonight's stories, but we always have more. We'll keep
Have
the
a good
campfire
day.
roaring for you.
Have a good day. Have a good night. Whatever it is, wherever you are.
Later.
What? No anecdotal bullshit, James?
We're gonna die.
Well, fuck!
One of us is gonna die.